The story begins in the early 1900s with an American tea merchant named Thomas Sullivan, who was trying to cut down on shipping costs. At the time, tea was typically sold loose and packed in metal tins, which were expensive, heavy, and not the most convenient to send as samples. Sullivan thought he'd be clever and package his tea in small, individual silk pouches instead. The plan was for clients to open the bags, pour the leaves into their usual infusers, and brew the tea as they always had. But something unexpected happened. Instead of emptying the tea out of the pouches, some of his clients simply dunked the entire bag into hot water. Maybe they didn't read the instructions. Maybe they thought this was some new brewing method. But regardless of the reason, it worked. The silk allowed water to pass through, steeping the leaves and creating a clean, flavorful cup of tea, without any of the mess. When Sullivan began receiving feedback, he realized that his accidental invention was being used in a completely different way, and people loved it. There was no need for strainers, no wet leaves to clean up, and no fuss. Just pop the bag in, pull it out, and you're done. Seeing the opportunity, Sullivan quickly adapted. He switched from silk to gauze and later to paper, creating versions of the tea bag that were cheaper, more practical, and even easier to manufacture at scale. As word spread and demand grew, other companies jumped on board, refining and improving the design. Fast forward to today, and tea bags are an everyday staple. Whether it's a morning ritual, a late-night wind down, or a midday break, billions of people around the world now rely on this little invention. In fact, over 100 billion tea bags are used globally every year, all because one merchant wanted to save on shipping. It's a perfect example of how innovation sometimes comes from the people using the product, not the person making it.